I decided to go off to college, at that time, basically my parents said that's it. So I was shunned for just wanting to go get an education. My name is Jared Rowley. I'm from a small town in rural southeastern Ohio called Wellston. I spent a lot of my childhood just long summers, months at a time out there, and I would just dream about cities and what was beyond, Jackson County, Ohio. And I also dreamed about college, and when I came of age to go, my parents were not in favor of me going, so I decided to strike off on my own, and that caused a lot of anger, and it was sort of one of these things where if you want to go to college, you're not coming back. So I struck off on my own and went to Ohio University. Being educated at a state college in Ohio is an expensive proposition. You usually have to have some kind of assets to back up a loan, and usually that comes from your parents, your folks, someone who will co-sign. I didn't have that, so basically I was like taking overdraft loans on my checking account to pay for books, and I was scrubbing dishes and making pizzas and doing all these all this manual labor type stuff to scrape my way through. I sort of developed a chip on my shoulder while I was living in my car, working so hard for an education, just to go to class, wearing dirty clothes and sitting next to people just like text messaging on their cell phones, and really they didn't, they took it for granted that they were able just to sit in class, trying to fall asleep in a car with that on your heart after doing homework and working these 2 part-time jobs. It was just, it felt like that. I felt like I was living in another world. It became pretty clear in the dead of winter, my first year there, that I just couldn't go on doing this. So met up with an old high school buddy over Christmas break that year and told him, look, I don't have any money, no one will give me a loan. It's basically time to drop out. And he was here at Berea, and he said, well, okay, give Berea a shot. Here I am, graduated from Berea this spring. So Berea saw something in me that I didn't see in myself, and I came here and prospered, graduated near the top of my class, got a job in finance, moving to Boston here in a few months. I feel I have a very bright future. I never imagined I'd be able to be a steward of the college so quickly. Like I said, I've just experienced this huge transformation. So I'm sort of the proxy for students, say, 30 or 50 years from now. So it's a big responsibility, but it's something I'm excited about. And I'm very optimistic about Berea's future. I think it's going to remain, and I think college is beginning to be more and more out of reach for more and more people. And that makes a Berea experience that much more valuable and that much more necessary for Appalachia. Most Berea graduates, their children can't go here, and that's because their children don't qualify financially. So that means that in one generation they've been lifted out of poverty, and now generations following them don't live that life. So I'm still figuring out what's going on, and I'm getting ready to head off to another world altogether, and I have ambitions to go get an MBA at a top institution, and I think my life's going to change again in 3 more years. So I'm not sure where I'm headed, but like I said, I'm excited, and this time I'm excited about the uncertainty that's ahead of me. I think it's a good thing. I'm optimistic.